Now, if you want to talk about a brand that has absolutely evolved over the last few decades, then it's got to be Boss Elite. And on today's show, we're going to show you some brand new product that might make you rethink Elite. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM, all about Boss Elite mobile audio. And it starts now. What's going on, guys, and welcome to another CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu, and you are locked into CMA Networks, where we talk mobile electronics day in and day out. On the menu today is Boss Elite, the high-level offering from the folks at Boss Audio. But I got to tell you, get ready, because we're going to go through a whole slew of new product that has been completely reimagined. Joining us on today's quest is, of course, Colin Ross from Elite, as well as their national trainer, Jason Digos. Let me start with you, Jason. We got a lot to cover on today's show. Can you give us a breakdown of what we're going to be chatting about?
Hey, Ben, thanks for having us. Yeah, we want to talk about our whole new lineup of amplifiers for car and marine, brand new speakers, and a brand new radio replacement for Harley Davidson.
Well, it sounds like a lot of new gear to go over, but first, an opportunity for our partner SiriusXM to remind you why it's always a great add-on sale. And when we come back, let's get into some brand new product coming to you from Boss Elite. We'll see you after the break.
Hey, Paul here with SiriusXM, and I'd like to talk to you about attachment selling and why the SiriusXM product is one of the best things to add, especially since we don't trade dollars with any other category. I could go through all of this, but let's hear what some of our dealers have to say.
It's an easy add-on that takes, 10, 15 minutes if we're running an antenna, 1 minute if we've got an adapter to plug it into the factory SiriusXM antenna, and it's extra money, so no brainer.
I present it to every customer because a lot of customers don't know what all they can do with Sirius. They don't know what all content they could have. It just makes too much sense not to sell it.
It creates a different customer loyalty and customer security when you explain to them why it's a better experience. Just gets them back in the door. And then the next car, they're already asking for it again. So it just keeps selling itself. It makes more sense.
Well, there you have it. You heard from our dealers. Just remember some of the best practices. Make sure you have one on display so you can demo it. Make sure you're taking advantage of our rewards program, because if you're not taking advantage of that, you're leaving even more money on the table. Make sure you got our POP up on display. And other than that, just make sure you're recommending it.
All right, welcome back to the show. Joining us now is, of course, our good friend Colin Ross, who's the Associate Brand Manager at Elite. Welcome, Colin, as well as Jason Digos, legend himself, Mr. Trainer for Elite. Welcome back, Jay. Colin, I'm going to start with you. Listen, I'm spoiled. I've been to some of these events earlier on the year, and I've seen these new products in person. But here today, we get to kind of dig in a little bit deeper. My question to you, Colin, is talk to us a little bit about this reinvigorated energy that's going into the rebrand of Elite that we've been witnessing.
Right. Yeah, Ben. So a while back, we had a pretty big rep meeting talking about Elite. And we asked them, what can we do better? What is it you're looking for in our brand? Big, long conference, a big meeting we had with them. And a lot of things that came down is they wanted to kind of separate a little bit more from the regular Boss line. So hence why we developed a new logo. We developed new packaging as well. And we're rethinking the whole line from the bottom to the top. So all of the ratings are going to be true ratings. The form and function and just specs that come with Elite are completely different than regular Boss. We're giving you a lot more to give back to your customer.
So truly, by definition, Elite, I mean, everything about it is going to be higher end, right? Deliver more performance. And might I say, the aesthetics down to the packaging is very noticeable. Don't know who's responsible for that, but kudos on that part. All right. Jay, you're no stranger to this type of gear. I think you can agree that what we're going to show today are products that have shown a definite evolution as far as looks and performance.
Definitely been a huge improvement by the Elite team on this product. And we really took that to heart and really are looking to elevate the whole brand. Key things, like Colin said, like true power ratings, those things matter, right? Not just to the end consumer, but to our specialty retailers. So, you'll start to see a lot of that stuff when we start to talk about amplifiers and speakers. So it helps with our dealer system design and helps customers pick product, so we're trying to make everything better, and Elite definitely has a much higher standard.
Nice. I like that. Okay, so without further ado, let's dig in. We're going to rely on our man Jay here to kind of walk us through a couple of these key products, starting with a completely new line of car amplifiers. So, Jay, I'm going to pass it over to you. What can you tell us about the brand new series of car amplifiers from Boss Elite?
So, Ben, we've got the brand new Elite lineup of amplifiers. Now, there are 4 models here. I have 2 mono amplifiers, 1 4-channel and 1 5-channel. The 5-channel amplifier has a power rating of 95 watts by 4 RMS at 2 ohms, and the sub-channel, get this, 450 watts RMS. This is the true power rating at 2 ohms. The 4-channel amplifier is 100 watts by 4, and the mono amplifier, there's 2 of them. There's a 400 watt mono, and these are stable to 1 ohm, and this is a 600 watt mono. So just to kind of give you a reference, this is a really small compact chassis, 600 watts RMS at 1 ohm. Some other really cool things, Ben, let me tell you. The low voltage input, this is really important. It ranges from 400 millivolts to 4 volts. And on the high level input side, because we know sometimes you're just going to add an amplifier to a factory system. So the high level voltage input ranges from 4 volts all the way up to 40 volts of voltage input. So very wide range. You can add these amplifiers even if you think you've got a premium sound system in your car and you just want to add more bass. The Elite amplifiers are a great choice for that.
And to piggyback on what Jason said, this is the 5-channel. So not much big difference in size, really compact Class D. The 5-channel and the monos also come with the bass knob.
First comment I have for you guys is those new car audio amplifiers look very modern, very slick. I like the very non-obvious logo, the black on black. And I think it just really goes for what people are looking for these days. Amplifier design has changed so much over the years, and I think you guys nailed it on the head with the design. I also love the diversity of the lineup. It's not super complicated. So for a dealer, you only need to carry a few models and you can kind of system build all throughout. Now, we're going to segue into the next line of product, which is marine amplifiers. From what I understand here, this is also a brand new redesign on the marine amps. I see you have one there, Jay, so I'm going to ask you to take it away. Tell us all about the new marine amplifiers from Boss Elite.
Yeah, Ben, a whole new lineup of marine amplifiers, and we've got 3 models. A 5-channel, which is this guy right here, a 4-channel, and a mono. So the mono amplifier is a 500 watt mono RMS at 1 ohm. There's a 4-channel model that's 95 watts RMS at 2 ohms. And then this guy right here, 95 watts by 4, and the sub-channel is 270 watts at 2 ohms. So one of the other really cool things, this is a marine grade amplifier, so it is IP66 rated. And so what that means is this connector where all the wires terminate into is dust and weatherproof. So for those applications on your side-by-side or marine application on a boat, this works really well.
And you know what? These marine amplifiers are available right now.
Cool. And one more thing that I wanted to touch on is just the size of the amplifier. So this is a 5-channel, and it's just over 15 inches long. So it's still really compact, but it's got a lot of channels. And then the mono, this is a 500 watt. This is just under 8 inches wide. So lots of applications, really small footprint, good power. And for that marine application with the IP66 rating, you're going to be well protected and still have a lot of power.
All right, guys, so we took the time to introduce the new line of car audio amplifiers. We just covered the new marine amplifiers. Now we're going to shift gears into what I consider what Boss is really known for, has been really developing, really popular, is source units. However, it's not the source unit you think, guys. This time we're talking about, at last, a Harley Davidson direct replacement radio. Colin, I have to ask, for a company like Boss, who is so well versed in this category, what took so long to finally have a solution for bike enthusiasts?
So we came out with a Harley solution about a year ago, which is the smaller single DIN replacement. And during that time, we were developing the double DIN 7-inch. We didn't want to rush it. We wanted to make sure that it was exactly to the specs that our customers really want.
Amazing. Well, let's find out what these specs are. I'm seeing this for the first time. Jay, I think you have one there. Take it away.
Yeah, Ben, I've got one right here. The new Elite Harley Radio. This is a direct fit replacement for 2014 to 2023 Street Glide, Road Glide, and Electric Glide Harley Davidson models. So, of course, it's got wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. Sirius XM tuner ready, but here's a really cool thing. The iDataLink Maestro is built into the unit, so you don't have to have that separate box taking up space in the fairing. It'll integrate directly in and work your handlebar controls. Of course, it's IP66 rated for dust and weather resistance. There is a built-in DSP for tuning functionality, so EQ, time alignment, crossover control, all built in. There are 3 pairs of preamp outputs, which are 4 volt at full volume and unclipped for that system expansion. There's also USB-C ports on the back, and get this, Ben, we can play high-resolution FLAC files right on board here. So not only can you have good sound quality, direct integration on your Harley radio, and also that built-in iDataLink Maestro and Sirius XM, all the really cool things. And hey, one more thing for the motorcycle riders out there, when you've got riding gloves on, the touchscreen actually works through the gloves, so you don't have to worry about trying to function and operate your radio while you're driving with your gloves on.
I got to give it to you guys. No kidding. You guys thought about everything when developing this radio. I mean, I was watching you go, Jay. You're talking about Sirius XM. You're talking about onboard iDataLink Maestro, so all retention of factory features. You know, all the audio, the EQ, the DSP settings. Check, 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 check. Very exciting piece. I'm very happy you guys have now an option for Harley riders. Now, heading on to our final piece of the day. Another CMA exclusive here. Brand new speakers coming to you from Elite with some pretty nifty features. Jay, I know you have them there. Why don't you take it away?
Yeah, Ben, our development team has been working really hard to bring these new Elite speakers to the market. And part of that complete change in Elite is really taking the time to actually develop a nice Elite sound and just kind of pay attention to all the little details. So I do have the 6x9 here and also a 6.5, but we'll look at the 6x9. So this is a 6x9 coaxial, so really nice grill, metal mesh with a nice touch here. I'm going to show you something on this that's really cool here in a second. But nice lightweight treated paper cone. We have listened to these. They're awesome. They've got great bass response, nice oversized tweeter, really good output. This is 70 watts RMS power handling. And check out this grill. When I tell you that we've been working on like all the little details, the grill, obviously you can see the logo is off to one side. So if I install this on the other side, well, that logo is upside down, but here's the cool part. You can push it out on the back, it's spring loaded, and you can rotate that logo. So now you have a clear left and right separation on the grill, and it's a nice little touch. So on those applications where you need the grill, like on a rear deck or some other custom application, we've got that covered for you. 6.5, same thing, does come with the grill. Really nice treated paper cone, beautiful rubber surround, oversized tweeter for that output. And then again, that inverted logo there for the grill for that nice application touch. So these are going to be available really soon in these coaxials.
And to jump in real quick, here's a prototype of the component 6x9 to go along with the coaxials. The coaxials are going to be available probably about first quarter of next year, and then the components are coming down the line after.
I want to take this opportunity and thank my two guests today, both Colin Ross and Jason Digos from Boss Elite. If you want more information on any of the products covered on today's show, I do encourage you to head on over to their official website found at bosselite.com. Now, here's my takeaway, and as I said from the top of the show, evolution. Every single product that was covered on today's show has absolutely demonstrated the evolution of this brand. They want you to rethink Elite, but they're backing it up with not only fresh designs, but also features that the market is looking for. Take, for example, the speakers with the grill. Take, for example, the Harley radio that literally checks off every box of what you may need for a Harley Davidson. And those amplifiers are sleek, simple, easy to carry in inventory, and have all the features you need, including a very wide input range when it comes to voltage. All in all, again, take a look at the new Boss Elite line. I think if you're like me, it will absolutely impress and surprise you. This is CMA Connected, brought to you by SiriusXM. I'm your host, Ben Wu. Until next time, we connect.